is our 3-bedroom flip project just north of Birmingham. Well, I say our project, in fact my kids have taken on this project to be able to turn it around, flip it on and make me 100% profit. If you're watching my videos for the first time, my name is Hussain, and on this channel I share with you my 15 years of property investing experience to ultimately help you get further faster in your own property investing journey. As I said, this property we've taken on to flip and make a profit on, but I've tasked the kids to be able to really learn on this project and they're taking on the responsibility, so I'm a little bit hands off on this one. We were here a few weeks ago just as we got the key and they came in, started stripping it out. So let's go on through now and see how they're getting on and what the progress is. So come on through. What we're doing with this property is what I call a medium refurb. That means we're not actually gutting it back to brick, but at the same time, it's not just a quick lick of paint as well. So it's a balance between not doing too much and not doing too little as well, which essentially means new kitchens, new bathrooms, upgrading the electrics, the heating, redecorating floor coverings, and making it look like a much more nicer modern house. Now, to be fair, it wasn't really in a bad condition to start with, but what we want to try and create is ultimately a profit. That's what flipping houses is all about. So to maximize that profit, we want to make it look as appealing as possible. So some of the things that we've already done, we've gutted it out, which is what we were doing in the last video, which we'll link up for you as well, so you can see that if you haven't already done so when we first got the keys at the house. So it's been stripped out, the kitchen and bathroom have been stripped out. But one of the things we thought it really could benefit from was skimming the house throughout, which initially we didn't really want to do because it adds to the cost. But we've done that now, the plastering's been done, it's been skimmed, it's looking a lot nicer already. Some of the tiles are now starting to be fitted in the property, for example, the kitchen tiles, the bathroom tiles, which we'll go and have a look at in a moment. The bathroom suite is already here. The kitchen units have been delivered this afternoon. We might even see them as they're arriving today. And so ultimately now it's about just putting it all back together. The decorating still needs to be done. The floor coverings will still need to go in. Some carpentry, like the doors still need to be fitted as well. In my experience, it's kitchens and bathrooms that make a house when you're flipping property. If you've seen any of my videos before, if you've seen videos of me talking about flipping houses, you know the emphasis I put on the fact that somebody will be in this house literally for a few minutes before they make quite a substantial buying decision. And people will buy houses after viewing for about 10 or 15 minutes and make decisions of hundreds of thousands of pounds. So our job is to make the house as stunning as we possibly can to appeal to the market. But of course, this is about understanding who the buyer is going to be, who the customer is going to be, but we've got to balance that with what the market will expect in that particular location. So for instance, here, there's so much more we could do with this house in terms of making a nicer, better, desirable, more stunning property. However, there's only going to be so much that we can achieve in terms of ceiling value for this particular property. Now around here, it's an ex-local authority area. Prices tend to be a little bit more limited. Some of the people have purchased their properties and improved them. Some are still owned by the local authority around here. So it's getting that balance right. What's the most that we can achieve? And also, of course, taking advantage of the fact the prices are rising right now and there's a limited amount of stock on the market. So if we put this on the market as a really nice property, as long as we don't get carried away too much with the asking price, it should hopefully sell really quickly. Now we've still got a number of weeks work left in here. They've just started tiling and we're putting these grey feature wall on this side. So we'll have a P-shaped bath here, which is essentially a full bath and also like a proper shower as well. So what that means, we're trying to balance both, having a proper shower and a bath in that space as well. So when someone's looking at it, some people prefer a shower, some people prefer a bath, most people prefer showers, but from a practicality point of view, there'll still be some people that want a bath. So it's thinking about how can we accommodate all these needs. And then the tiles that we're putting on here, the nice kind of matte slatey grey colour, it tends to be the thing that's a fairly neutral that will appeal to most people as well. We don't get too carried away with the personalisation. One thing we are doing in this property, we're putting the black touch finishes, such as the black taps and the black radiator towels as well that are going, which I'll show you. Hopefully the next time we're back at this property, we'll have those fitted as well. Hey, can I ask you a favor? It's not going to cost you anything. If you're enjoying this content, then do me a favor and whack that subscribe button so you subscribe to the channel. Also like the video as well. This way it just helps to reach more people and get this content out to more people just like you. What's worked really well with this project so far is that we've got the keys, we've got cracking straight away, we've managed to strip it all out. That didn't take too long at all in terms of getting it all stripped and getting back to the skeleton of what it is that we want to try and put together. So that was really good. In terms of surprises, there haven't been too many. There's no major finds that would cause us a potential problem here. There's always little unforeseens that you'll get with flipping property, and that's the nature of flipping property. But what are some of the challenges that we've already faced? Well, one of the ones is the materials. Some of these items have been a bit problematic trying to locate and get them. The prices are also going up as well. So we've faced a little bit of a delay in just trying to get them items that we want, and also an increase in prices, which is always a bit of a pain in the backside. We also had the council on our case already saying that we've been littering the area, which we hadn't, of fly tipping, which we hadn't. So one of the neighbours obviously wasn't very happy that we're improving this house and has put in a complaint. But the council have come, they're quite happy with what we're doing. They can see there's no issue here. We're doing everything correctly. So there's no real problem there. But it's just dealing with all these things causes an extra little bit of a headache. Some of the trades have been tied up with other projects. It's trying to get them here and balance other projects versus this project as well. So it's probably taking a little bit longer than I'd really like to. I'm trying to push them to get this done much more quicker. Come on, graft harder, get it done, get it done. Because time is money. We want to get it back on the market quite quickly. We want to benefit from this peak season that we're in right now. There's no point going back to the market in Christmas time, because that's not going to be a great time to sell a house. Now's the time, get it turned around, get it looking great, and get it back on the market so we can sell it. One thing that surprises me when I see people flipping houses is the quality of the kitchen. So often it's really a poor quality kitchen. It's a cheaper and a budget range that they'll fit, or something that maybe has a nice front on the doors, but really not either fitted very well or not necessarily the best quality products that they could put into that house simply because they want to turn it around and maximize a profit. I think it's really important, one, to fit a good quality product, but also something that looks really nice, and the little details make all the difference. Now, I'm not saying here in a little house like this, we're going to fit a £30,000 designer kitchen. It just wouldn't make any sense. However, you can still fit a medium range product that's fitted well and looks really nice, and the little details that make a difference. For example, the worktops, the taps, the tiles, all this is making a difference. Now, this is a fairly small kitchen, as you can see. It's not very big at all, literally kind of that's it. But we've got the utility space to the side, so these tiles will flow all the way through, and it'll just make it feel more nicer, much more bigger, bright, airy. That's the things that we'll focus on in terms of trying to make an environment that will be pleasing to the person looking to potentially buy. Make sure the appliances are all fitted, integrated as much as we possibly can, and it's really creating that wow factor for somebody. But the little bits of detail is what actually makes it work, rather than just putting a kitchen in and that's it, fitting the kitchen in. It's those little details. And when we come back in the next video, you'll see hopefully be fitted. It's being delivered today. We'll get the kitchen in, and I'll show you with the finished product how we can try and command that premium price without having a premium spend on the property. The windows have just been fitted at the front of the property. We've gone for these grey ash ones, which I think is quite a nice finish. Personally, I quite like them, but not everybody likes them. We fitted them in most of our recent projects, but not all of them. I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you like these grey windows, or do you prefer the white ones, or maybe even the wooden ones as well? It'd be great to get your thoughts. Pop it in the comment section below. The door itself has been a little bit of a challenge because we haven't been able to get the door in. There's a bit of delay in the slabs that they used to create the doors in the first place, and we wanted to use the same manufacturer so we get the same finish and the same look, so it's not slightly different. As you can see, we still need to do a bit of work on the outside. The outside is what we'll do last. All the fence panels will be changed, the garden will get sorted out, and hopefully this rubbish will be cleared as well. It's not easy getting a skip here, which in itself has been a little bit of a challenge. But hopefully the next time we come back, which will be back in a few weeks' time, there'll be some good progress on this house, if not already finished. It'd be really interesting to know your thoughts on maybe what you would do different on a project like this, because I'd love to know. In the next video at this property, I'm going to share the numbers and the breakdown and how that's worked. And if you enjoyed this content, you're really going to like this one that we've got lined up over here for you, which is another flip project which we've done, which has worked out really well. So make sure you watch that one. But just before you go and do that, make sure you click on my face down here to subscribe to the channel.